The Planets in Our Solar System by Franklin Brandley, illustrated by Kevin O'Malley. We all live on a planet. Our planet is called Earth. It is one of 9 planets that go around the sun. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. You probably know the names of some of the planets. Maybe you know them all. The 9 planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. The 9 planets are part of the solar system. The most important part of the solar system is the sun. The word sol means sun in Latin, so the solar system means the sun system. After the sun, the most important parts of the solar system are the 9 planets. Have you ever tried to find the planets in the sky? Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are very dim. You need a telescope to see them. You don't need a telescope to see Venus, Mars, Jupiter, or Saturn. They look like bright stars, but they don't twinkle. They glow. You may have seen them and thought they were stars. You don't need a telescope to see Mercury either. You can see it in early evening just after sunset. The sky is not very dark then, so you have to be a good sky watcher to find Mercury. But there's another part of the solar system that you can see easily. It is the moon. The moon goes around the Earth. It is called Earth's satellite. Most of the other planets also have satellites. Asteroids are also part of the solar system. So are comets and meteoroids. Asteroids are big chunks of rock that go around the sun. Many are as big as a house. Some are as big as a mountain or even bigger. Comets are collections of ice, gas, and dust. The center of a comet may be only a few miles across. The tail of gases may be millions of miles long. Meteoroids are bits of rock and metal, some as large as boulders, but most are as small as grains of sand. Have you ever seen a shooting star? It was not really a star. It was a meteoroid falling toward Earth. The solar system has many parts: the sun, the 9 planets, the satellites of the planets, asteroids, comets, and meteoroids. The main part are the sun and the 9 planets. 7 of the planets have 1 or more satellites. 4 of them have rings. The 9 planets move around the sun. They move in paths called orbits. The drawing shows the orbits. Mercury takes only 88 days to go around once. Pluto takes much longer than that. It takes about 248 years to go around the sun. Mercury is closer to the sun than any other planet, but even Mercury is millions of miles from the sun. Suppose you could fly from Mercury to the sun in a rocket, and suppose the rocket went 50,000 miles an hour. It would take more than 4 weeks to get there. It would take the same rocket over 8 years to go from Pluto to the sun. Pluto is farther from the sun than any other planet, but it isn't always. From 1979 to 1999, it has been closer to the sun than Neptune. From 1999 to 2250, Pluto will once more be the farthest planet from the sun. Neptune and Pluto are the farthest from the sun. That is why they are the coldest planets. Temperatures on these planets are about 328 degrees Fahrenheit below zero. That's much colder than any place on Earth. Even the South Pole never gets that cold. Mercury and Venus are the hottest planets. The temperature on Mercury reaches 600 degrees Fahrenheit. Sometimes it's much colder. On Venus, the temperature stays around 860 degrees Fahrenheit. Plants and animals cannot live on Mercury or Venus. They would burn up. They cannot live on Neptune or Pluto either. They would freeze. Jupiter and Saturn are also very cold. Of all the planets, Earth is the only one where people live. We think no other planet in our solar system has plants or animals of any kind. Earth is the life planet. Earth is a middle-sized planet. 4 of the planets are smaller than Earth. They are Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Pluto. 4 of the planets are larger than Earth. They are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Jupiter is the biggest of all the planets. It is much bigger than Earth. Suppose Jupiter were a large, hollow ball. Over 1,000 Earths could fit inside it. Pluto is the smallest planet. It is much smaller than Earth. It is even smaller than the Moon. More than 100,000 Plutos could fit inside Jupiter. Earth is the most important planet to you and to all of us. That's because it's the planet where we live. It is not the biggest planet in the solar system, nor is it the smallest. It is not the hottest or the coldest. Earth is about in the middle, and it's just right for us.